actually from West Virginia. So, and that's where I grew up, and now I feel that my place is here, and I want to continue community engagement programs in Baltimore.
Okay. You were trained or studied classical music? Is
yes.
That okay.
Yes, I'm actually a master's student here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with the gospel part of music?
I took a class with Dr. Talley, who was the one that did the gospel music traditions class, and I had confronted him and said, you know, I'd really like to take this out in the churches, because as I remember growing up, that the church was the center of the community growing up, and he didn't really know what to say at the time. I don't think my project hadn't been finished, so there was no finished product to show him what I wanted to do. But a few months later, actually maybe a month or so ago, he approached me and said, you know, I realized that you have this concert in the books, and I would love to share that time with you. And I was just so excited, because that was the only way that I knew to be involved. Yeah.
When you were in church in West Virginia, what religion was that?
It was a Baptist church.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mount Zion Baptist Church.
Mount Zion?
Yeah.
How about that? Did they sing any classical pieces there?
They did. My grandmother did. My grandmother would always incorporate classical music into those services.
So she had that penchant for classical. And then now that you have learned about the gospel from this point of view, the Baltimore point of view, what does it do to your gospel that you learned in West Virginia?
Well, it's a lot better than it was in West Virginia. So I was standing there. I was in church just a little little bit ago. I was so moved, and then to see some of my students that I've worked with to be up there, and they didn't know the pieces, they just went up there and they played solos, and it was wonderful, and I was in tears. I couldn't stop crying because it's just amazing.
So where do you hope this program to go? This is your first time doing this, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to do something like this again. I think my passion as an artist is to give voice to those people that don't really have a voice, and a lot of times students aren't given the opportunity to speak. We say, oh, they're kids, but actually they have some wonderful insights that we don't give them enough credit for. And I am so grateful for everything that she did for me.
And now, what do you do for your grandmother? Now she has done so much for you.
I pursue musical excellence because I know that was something that she wasn't able to do. She had her first child when she was 16, so any type of musical career was completely out of the question. And she had 7 at the end of the game. She had 7 kids, and then she raised my brother and I. I was the 9th child she raised, so I am doing what she was never able to do. I'm giving her voice.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks to students like Bree and the students that are in the class now, we've been able to keep that going, to support that. This is the first time that usually with that class, we go out to the churches in Baltimore and learn from the congregations, learn from the musicians that work at those churches. This is the first time that we're doing the opposite, in a sense, bringing the musicians from Baltimore churches to Peabody to perform for you, and I'm very grateful to the donors that made that possible. Woody Andrews and Paula Boggs, who actually live in other states, but they're very supportive of this project and gave some real money so that we could actually make real donations to the churches.